State of Origin has provided us with some great moments and memories that we as fans will cherish forever, but sometimes we see things on the field that are quite different to the incredible moments we are used to seeing. Some of these you might find hilarious, some you might find unusual, or it could be a combination of the two, as this is Greatest Game of All, and these are 10 hilarious and unusual State of Origin moments. Number 10, Michael Crocker gets knocked out by the ball. Knocked out by the football. It's not often you hear that phrase, but it happened in the series deciding Game 3 of the 2008 series. A Mitchell Pearce kick hit Queensland forward Michael Crocker right in the head, knocking out the Queenslander in the most unusual of circumstances.
Now it's away for Pearce, and there's a rebound. Here's the kick.
Oh, it's been knocked out by the football.
Here it is again. There, it's simply the football.
Number 9, cans are thrown onto the field. Game 2 of the 1988 series saw Wally Lewis running to stand up for his Queensland teammate Greg Conescu after he got into a scuffle with Phil Daly. Lewis would be sent to the sin bin for 5 minutes for the infringement, and the Lang Park crowd started throwing cans onto the field, with some of them still full, might I add.
The cans are coming onto the field here. I mean, look at this. Where are the cans coming on the field? This is not good. Not on. And throwing them back's not going to help.
Number 8, Kurt Gidley captained New South Wales from the bench. For the first time in Origin history, New South Wales fullback Kurt Gidley was named as captain for Game 2 of the 2010 series, only to find that he would be starting from the bench. Captaining the Blues during the 2009 series and Game 1 of the 2010 series, from the starting fullback position, Gidley was demoted to the bench by coach Craig Bellamy to shift Jared Hayne from wing to fullback and bring in Joel Monahan on the wing. The move sparked lots of controversy, and the Blues would go on to lose the match 34-6 and lose the series 3-0.
Kurt Gidley will start the game from the bench, but he captains the Blues for the 5th time. From his own line, Kurt Gidley has gone into the game, the captain. That's him with the ball in 14.
Number 7, Walkers on. As you've seen from our video of the 10 best mic'd up segments, New South Wales trainer Nathan Brown was mic'd up for the opening game of the 2002 series. Bench utility Chris Walker came off the bench for Queensland, and Brown made sure he got the message across to his players to let them know that Walker's on.
Walker's on! Walker's on! Walker's on! Walker's on! Pass it on, Hodjo! Hodjo, Walker's on! Watch Walker!
Can you let them know that Walker's on the field?
Yeah, I did already.
Number 6, Marty Bella plays the ball the wrong way. In one of the great Origin matches that concluded with a miracle Mark Coyne try in the final minute to win the game for Queensland, Game 1 of the 1994 series also had an unusual moment with Queensland forward Martin Bella playing the ball the wrong way.
Football, Martin Bella. Been in good form as well. Almost played it the wrong way.
Head first into the turf there. He gets up, doesn't even look. Look at that.
Number 5, the Noel Cleal dropout. It was all happening in this wet weather match for Game 2 of the 1984 series. The match started with one of the biggest fights in Origin history, commencing in only the first minute of play. Later in the match, New South Wales forward Noel Cleal had the responsibility of resuming play with a dropout. However, Cleal dropped the ball into a puddle of water and missed the ball, giving Queensland a penalty right in front of the post, gifting the Maroons 2 points to open the scoring, and they would eventually go on to win the match 14-2.
Foot to it, and it drifted about a metre. So,
How would you feel? Look, the look on his face.
Number 4, Peter Sterling's banner situation. At the end of the 1987 series, New South Wales and Queensland headed across to the USA to play an exhibition match, in attempt to promote the game in the States. Peter Sterling was awarded New South Wales captain for the first and only time in his career, as he led the Blues out onto the field, and they were supposed to run through a banner. However, running through the banner turned out to be quite difficult.
And out they come here.
Number 3, the staple gun. Game 1 of the 2003 series saw New South Wales winger Michael De Vere clash heads with Justin Hodges. De Vere started bleeding straight away, and instead of taping his head, the New South Wales trainer pulled out the staple gun in an attempt to stop the bleeding. But the gun actually broke, making the cut even worse.
There's the stapler at work.
Yeah, that's got to hurt.
Broke the stapler.
Number 2, the Aaron Woods leap. After the Maroons had wrapped up the 2016 series in the first 2 games, New South Wales pulled off an incredible try in the final minute to snatch a Game 3 victory. Michael Jennings was the man that scored the try, but the moment is well remembered for that Aaron Woods leap.
Guys,
wonderful. Now, finally, the piece de resistance. Aaron Woods and that great leap. Here he goes over the top, misses completely, does the turtle on the back, gets up, and then the Jesus in front of the referee.
Before we get to our number one pick, here are some hilarious and unusual State of Origin moments that happened off the field.
And Ronnie sat down, so I just sat down in the next seat.
Look at Loz's face.
I had forgotten.
On the toll.
I had forgotten that Laurie was sitting in between us.
This feels like an all-time low. Can't believe we've lost that 7 in a row. Can't believe we've lost that 7 in a row. It's great to be a Queenslander, 7 in a row. Great to be a Queenslander, 7 in a row.
'Cause the city I live in, it's the city of cane toads. That well may be, but we're 8 in a row. Oh, steady on, Lockie.
Calm down, Lockie.
It's time for New South Wales. It's Queensland all the way. I don't ever want to feel like I did that day. Go the Blues. Go the Maroons.
Laurie, how do you beat Queensland?
I wouldn't have a clue, to be honest with you.
And number one, the streaker. The final moments of the 2013 series deciding Game 3 was bizarre and unusual to say the least. It was a massive moment in the match with Queensland hanging on to a 2-point lead with 3 minutes remaining, looking to pull off 8 straight series wins. But a streaker found himself right in the middle of the Queensland attack, and depending on which way you look at it, he may have cost Queensland an opportunity to score a try and wrap up the series, or it might have cost New South Wales the opportunity to have one last set to go the length of the field and potentially score to win the game and the series. Nevertheless, this is, in our opinion, the most hilarious and unusual State of Origin moment.
Under Matt Scott, and the front row forward scores.
They've got an intruder out on the field, right?
Here it comes with yellow shirts and everyone all over him. He's in the way, but...
So, what did you think of our list? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, chuck us a like on Facebook and this video, follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our channel for more Rugby League Countdowns.